Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and if you are new here, hi! My name is Natasha and it's fantastic to have you here. For today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my entire Crystal Oracle deck collection. So it's basically a couple of different segments of different types of crystal decks, but they're all decks with crystals as their primary focus. So with that being said, I'm not doing any sort of countdown or what my favorites are. It's just an exploration about what is out there and what I currently have. And each of these decks you will be able to find a flip through on my channel. So you can go ahead and search the title and it'll come up through there. All right, so let's get started. This video is kindly sponsored by Otter Spirit. They are a natural gemstone company that creates jewelry that gives back to the Monterey Bay Aquarium and the California Coastline Keepers Alliance, and they donate $1 for every bracelet that is purchased. And in the month of August 2024, they were able to donate $1,000. So it's really important to give back when you can, especially when the otters were endangered. So that's why they're called Otter Spirit. So they were kind enough to send me 3 bracelets that we're going to check out together. I do have a link down in the description box below that is an affiliate link. So if you do choose to purchase through that link, I do earn a little bit of commission. So this first one is the Adventurine. My world is filled with abundance. Oh, I love this. So AA grade and AAA grade quality here. So it does give an intention, the zodiac signs, the chakras, and a little care guide. All right, let's open it. Ooh, this is nice. It's in its own little bag here. Cute. Look at, it's got the little Otter Spirit charm on there. Oh, this is nice too. Like the string that it's on is nice. The quality of the gemstones or crystals, if you want to call it, is really nice too. Let's keep going. This one here. The Blue Apatite, so same information. Ooh, okay. I am in love with this. This is really nice quality. Let me just show you in comparison. This is Blue Apatite Raw. That is a deep color. That is gorgeous. Okay, same little bead there. And then the last one. This is the multi-Amazonite. They don't just sell crystal bracelets. There's earrings and necklaces on there too. And they are, you know, doing multiple different pieces as time goes by. No, this feels really good quality. For example, this is a adventuring bracelet that I've had for quite some time. There's that comparison. And this string, look at that string on my old one. So yeah, a lot nicer quality. I feel like they're going to hold up a lot better than these. And with this is like a nice little bundle to wear together to bring in good fortune, good luck. I love that. This is really nice. So thank you so much to Otter Spirit. I am looking forward to seeing what else I want to purchase from you because I am very pleased with this. I love that it comes with these little cards. So if you're not aware of what the crystal does or don't remember what you purchased, you have it right here. So thank you so much to Otter Spirit. I am so pleased with your mission. I really do appreciate that you're giving back like that. That is so important. So thank you so much for your support. And if you guys want your own crystal bracelets, you have the link down in the description box below. All right, so I have 16 decks to get through, so I'm going to make this pretty short for each deck. I'll give you the quick rundown, show you the cards, and then move along so we can get through all of it without it being a tremendously long video. So the first one that I have is the playing cards here that are a visual crystal healing guide. This was found at Five Below, and I believe it retailed for like $1 or a couple dollars. I'm not sure, but this is 52 cards. This is your typical poker playing card set here, but on the side here you have the crystal picture and the title and some keywords down below. So the cardstock is actually not bad. It is pretty thin, but for the size and the price tag, I was not upset at it. and it, you know, works as a deck for playing, you know, solitaire or whatever you want to play, poker, etc. But it also works really well as flashcards or, you know, understanding what the properties of those said crystals are. So if you wanted a cheap set that kind of gives you the basics and doubles as a multiple deck, this one could be for you. I'm not sure if they still have it available, but this is what's in my collection here. So yeah, shuffles just fine. It is on the smaller side, but like I said, for $1 or a couple dollars, it's a really good find. I'm going to be putting these two in the same sequence here. This is the Crystal Message cards by Valencia Chan, as well as the Crystal Blessing cards. They are both very similar, but a little bit different. This one focuses on the Crystal Devas. I don't think I'm saying that correctly. I do apologize. And this one, the healing benefits. And honestly, you can put both of them together and create a mega deck. And that would be quite interesting. This is the older version, the Crystal Message cards. This is the newer one, the Crystal Blessing. They are both published by US Game Systems. I believe they retail for $21 or $22.95 in the US. I really enjoy these because they have a lot of information on them as well as affirmations. So you have the title or the name of the crystal as well as a keyword about what the energy does, a little bit about it, and then an affirmation card, affirmation down below on the card. And it's just really well done. The quality of the pictures are fantastic. The Crystal Message cards, the one that I'm shuffling right now, has a lot more of your commonly found crystals in it. And then the Crystal Blessing cards have a little bit more of the more abstract, I'll say, crystals. And it's a lot of common as well, but you know, a little bit different here, but the same concept. Beautiful pictures, beautifully done. If you are trying to learn about the crystals themselves, this is a fantastic way to do so. They act kind of like, all of these in this section act kind of like flashcards. And if you are somebody who loves affirmations, these decks will be fantastic for you as well. So I really do love these decks. I wish I had them way earlier on when I was learning about crystals because they do pack a lot of information for the price. Okay, next up in this category, we have the Daily Crystal Inspiration deck by Heather Eskinosi. This is 52 cards, deck for finding health, wealth, and balance. This is published by Hay House, retailing for $21.99 at the time of its release in the US. So this was really great to kind of get more of an expansion on the crystals. There's a lot of great information in the guidebook itself. The previous ones didn't come with a guidebook because you didn't really need it, but this goes a little bit more in depth. It has some questions for the crystals as well as affirmations and how to take action with the crystals. So very great quality. This is the back. Isn't that really fun? Fantastic pictures in here as well. The Hay House, nice cardstock, high gloss, shuffles great. But yeah, if you want a big overview and a little bit more in-depth information, this is great. It has a action as well on the card here. Appetite, get out of your own comfort zone. It is very minimalistic. So if you are somebody who doesn't like a lot going on in your art space, this is great. High quality pictures of the crystals too. Very well done. Yeah, I used to use this a lot as like indicators for my pick a card readings when I didn't have the crystals. As well as this is just great for a daily pull, daily affirmation, confirmation. I don't have anything negative to say about this deck. This was one of the first crystal decks that I got. This next one coming up is going to be the first one that I purchased. Let me know if you guys have this deck and what you think about it. This is a little bit of an older deck. All right, this was my first specific crystal oracle deck. This is Crystals the Stone deck, 78 crystals to energize your life. This is published by the Chronicle books. You can tell how beat up and how much I've used it just on the packaging alone. Retailing for $16.95 in the US at the time. So each card features a dazzling stone on the front and an illuminating description on the back. An accompanying booklet offers tips on how to use and care for your gems. So this opens up at the bottom here. They are a longer deck, long and narrow. So the crystal is on the back here, or the front. High quality. The cardstock is on the thinner side. I'm not mad at it because there's a lot here and it shuffles kind of awkward for me just because of the length here. But as you can see, this is turquoise, what it is. So it gives a description, who needs it, where to put it, and when to use it. So fantastic information. Again, great as a flashcard. And very minimalistic, just like the previous daily inspiration deck that we looked at. I'll show you how to shuffle it. As you can see, it's permanently bent up. So it's a little bit awkward if you have small hands, but again, you can kind of adjust as you see fit here. And there's common crystals in here as well as more obscure crystals. So very well put together if you are somebody just starting out in crystals and want kind of like a comprehensive flashcard type deck. This is a great one. The guidebook is okay. Like there's not much that you need to use with this guidebook. It does give you some insight, but more or less the information is going to be on the card itself. Let me know if this is something that you purchased too, if you have in your collection. This is the Crystal Reading Cards, the Healing Oracle by Rachel Sharman. I love this deck. This is published by Sterling Ethos, and I'm not sure how much it retails for. I think $19.95. Oh, $19.95 at the time. This is wonderful. It's 56 cards, and they have wonderful photos as well, and the guidebook is fantastic too. So I use this quite a lot. I took the insert out because I was not having it. But the quality is great. It's a high gloss. It is on the thin to medium size of the cardstock. But I use this a lot for oracle readings or for daily pulls or confirmation. So this is not so much a flashcard-like deck like the previous section was. This is more like we use this for healing. We use this for an actual oracle. But it does have a lot of interesting crystals in here as well. It's very diverse in what it brings to you. So I really do enjoy this one. This is one of my favorite ones to go to. And then we do have a really in-depth guidebook here. It gives you all the information, the crystal medicine, crystal meaning, and then a oracle message as well. So lots of really good information. And again, if you are somebody just starting out with crystals and wanting to utilize them in an oracle way, highly recommend this, especially for the price. But I love this deck. I would love to know if this is a deck that you own in your collection too. So this is another deck that I love to use when I want to work with crystal energy in a reading. This is the Crystal Book and Card Deck, 52 card deck with a 160-page illustrated guidebook. This retails for $24.99 at the time. And this is just wonderful because it gives you, again, a lot of information. It contains 4 element cards, so you can work with that too. It's just really beginner friendly and easy access information. The quality of the cardstock could be better. It is on the thinner side, but you do get a lot of information in this, not only in the cards themselves, but in the guidebook. So you can see here, I'll bring you in a little bit closer. You have some keywords or key energy with the crystal. The pictures could be a little bit better, but you know, I'm not really that upset with it. I feel like it's pretty well done for what it is and the price tag. So very, very cool to see this deck be pretty easy to use, very beginner friendly. And then in here, there's just so much information. Best for, looks like, and then we have a history of the stone. Then we have the lots of different information for each crystals. So all up in here, just great information. And then we have scrying. There are like little nuggets of information inside the deck, or inside the guidebook. We do have the index of them in the back. And I think there was more stuff. Yeah, there's just a ton of stuff in here. So if you want a deeper look, I highly suggest checking this out on my flip through. But definitely a wonderful deck if you're a beginner, like I said, or want to get to know the energies a little bit better of the crystals. This is very beginner friendly, easy access information. So this deck is really interesting, and I will admit I don't feel drawn to utilize it that often, but when I do, there is some really nice insights. So this is Mystic Mondays, the Crystal Grid deck. It's 80 cards to charge your intentions by Grace Duong, published by RP Studios, retailing for $26. This deck is quite interesting. So this is the shape of the card, and you can create your own grids through this, and there is quite a lot of different ways that you can utilize it. So we do have this fold out chart here that gives you the crystals for each chakra. And then we have information on how to kind of go about utilizing this deck. So there's a lot here that you can use. I specifically don't feel called to this deck simply because it's awkward for me to use. So there's a tuck box here, and this is the shape of the cards. So this is very much a deck that is unique and way different than anything I own, because yeah, this is the size, this is the shape, and you can lay them out in so many different ways and make these big crystal grids and utilize the energy of the crystals that way. The cardstock is not bad. It is that nice midpoint, but let me tell you, trying to shuffle this is not my cup of tea. It does give you keywords here, a little bit about it, and then we have the planet and the zodiac that goes along with it. So again, wonderful deck to work with and learn with. The backs are all different colors of the crystal. Again, it's just really super awkward for me to shuffle them because of the shape and the size. So doing so is pretty much non-existent for me. So if I do kind of try to, do it as a shuffle, it's more overhand like this. So as you can see, that's how I have to do it. So this is the Rainbow Mayonite. So again, you get a lot of different types of crystal energy to work with here. And it could be your cup of tea. For me, it is more of like I'm going to pull that specific energy of the crystal and work with it or meditate with it if I don't have that crystal in my collection. Or it's great for me. What I do is utilize it for indications or indicators for readings or signifiers, that sort of a thing. Or I'll use it for a daily pull and you just pull one card for myself. But again, I'm not really drawn to it as much as I would want to be. It's just not a deck that like I connect with as much as the other ones that we've done. But I would love to know what you guys think about this deck. Is this something that you have in your collection? All right, so we went from the more energetic properties and physical properties of the crystal decks, and now we're doing crystal energy as it relates to spirituality. So this is the Astral Realms Crystal Oracle by Dark Moon Crystals and Prism plus Fleur Design Studios, published by Rockpool, retailing for $21.95 at the time in the US. So this oracle, in this oracle, the symbolic imagery will cultivate a deeper connection to spirit. An immersive companion guidebook gives insight into and understanding about crystalline energies and universal principles, acting as an energetic link between the physical and spiritual realms. So what I really like about this is that it kind of allows you to not only utilize this deck as a, energetic oracle through the crystals, but it gives that connection to planets, to energy as well. Really beautifully done. It's 33 cards and a guidebook. The cardstock could be better. It's on the thinner side, but it's not something that is terrible. We have that beautiful rose gold foiling, but as you can see with this one, we have the crystal, the planet it's connected to, and the keyword here. So that says cognizance. And the imagery is more of a, collage kind of style. Labradorite. So it's just really fun and different. It shuffles great. This is great to use if you want to connect to not only the crystal energy, but those planets as well. And then the guidebook is great. It gives you the crystal, the planet, or any kind of constellation or star, that sort of a thing that it's connected to. It gives the keywords here. So with the rose quartz, we have unconditional love, intuitive knowledge, and mutual respect. And then how it relates to the planet and a little information. And then activation guidance here, and then an affirmation. So if you feel drawn to this, this is a really great oracle to work with. It's 33 cards though, but it's just really decently done with the information provided. So lots of information in the beginning here. It's not something that I utilize all the time, but I find it really great for like healing work or a daily pull, something to focus on for the day or the week, that sort of a thing, and something great to use with meditation as well. So if you use this and pull it for meditation or before meditation, you can kind of meditate on the crystal, the energy, and the keyword and all of that. So let me know if this is something that you have. This is one that I don't use too often, but I do really enjoy when I do it. All right, next up we have the Crystal Spirits Oracle, a 58 card deck and guidebook by Colette Baron Reed with illustrations by Jenna Della Grottiglia. This is published by Hay House, retailing for $29.99 at the time in the US. So this is full of a lot of information here. Look at this guidebook. This is just huge. So we have the crystal, the meaning, and then a lot of information, background on it, as well as the relationship message, prosperity message, and the meditation. So if you are into meditating and wanting to utilize like the divas from the crystals, this would be a fantastic deck for you. The packaging is great. So the quality of the cardstock is on the thinner side, but still very usable, as well as the fact that there's 58 cards. So I personally like a little bit of a thinner deck when there's a lot more cards to work with. But you can see the spirits in the crystals as you move through. And it is Jenna Della Grottiglia's artwork that you can totally, like, you just know it's her artwork whenever you see it. I love it. So this one is a little less beginner friendly. Like, there's not a lot of information on the cards to kind of connect that information of the crystal. So unless you know what the properties are, it might be a little bit harder for you to be without the guidebook, but fantastic to use with the guidebook. Gives you a lot of insight, a lot of information. And it's just a beautiful deck. Shuffles great too. If you like Colette Baron Reed, this is a fantastic deck to get to know. So just fun, different, a very different type of crystal deck. All right, then we have the Crystal Mandala Oracle, Channel the Power of Heaven and Earth by Alana Fairchild. This is published by Blue Angel, retailing for, I'm not sure, to be honest with you. I think it was around $19.99 or 20 something. This is 54 cards and a guidebook featuring the artwork by Jane Marin. So this is encoded with crystal frequencies and the high vibrational energies of angels, ascended masters, and goddesses to empower you to channel the divine healing power of heaven and earth. So This is a little bit more of a healing type of deck. And if you are familiar with Alana Fairchild, she does a lot of healing, a lot of deep information, deep messages in her decks. The card stock is wonderful. I like utilizing it. It's a bigger deck. We do have the Goddess or the Ascended Master, as well as the Crystal Energy, a keyword, and then Crystal Goddesses with the angel numbers, the frequencies. So this one, it's definitely one I will be called to use when I have like healing that I want to work on, shadow work, when I want to connect to the universe a little bit more, see what I need to work on, what I need to focus on. But it's a lot different of a crystal deck to work with. It's not like the previous ones at all. It works with a lot of healing frequency energy here. And it shuffles great. I'll show you that guidebook. So lots of information. It'll give you the keyword there, backstory of the crystal, and whatever Ascended Master or Goddess they are working on. Gives you a healing process here. And yeah, it's beautifully done. But yeah, it's definitely not like, for me personally, a daily deck. It's something that I go to when I feel drawn to it, when I feel like I need more in-depth information and healing. So this has been around for a while. Let me know if this is in your collection and how you like utilizing it. And kind of similar to the Mandala Oracle, this is the Crystal Sound Healing Oracle, art by Suze Bourne, and it's by Geraldine Glass, 48 card deck and guidebook. So 48 singing bowls. This has audio to enhance your meditation. So this is the perfect deck to use when you are trying to meditate, when you're trying to access that energy. It is a beautiful deck to work with. It's quite different than anything else that I own. Retailing for $24.99. Published by Hay House. And like I said, quite the different deck. Here's the back, and you'll have that little QR code to get access to that specific meditation sound. So you have the keywords, the crystal that it's connected to. It's a very interesting deck to work with. I have been enjoying this. This is, again, one that I work with when I need to feel a little bit more grounded, when I need to meditate, when I need to be in like a healing energy. It is the Hay House cardstock, not too thick, not too thin. It shuffles wonderfully. And then I will show you the guidebook real fast. So lots of information in the front as well. And then in the card, you get the keywords, the alchemy message, and what does this card mean for you, and then an alchemy mantra. So it's wonderful if you are wanting to connect with the like frequencies, if you want a deck for meditation, and like I said, for healing. This is wonderful to use. It's quite the different deck. Again, the crystal bowls. What an interesting concept for an oracle. So this next and final section is kind of miscellaneous. So this first one, we have the Fairy Gems, a Crystal Oracle by Ellen Steiber, art by Linda Ravenscroft, published by US Game Systems. I am so sorry, I do not recall how much this retails for. So this includes 40 cards and a 204-page illustrated guidebook and a organza pouch connecting the gemstones to the fairy world. And it is just so beautifully packaged, beautifully done. There's that pouch. Check out this guidebook. Oh my gosh. Look at the deck with the inlay. Oh, so pretty. Okay, so wonderful package. Here is the cards. High gloss. We have that silver foiling. And then stunning artwork. So it's just the crystal title down below. The crystal and the fairies are together. It's kind of Art Nouveau style illustrations. It's just so pretty. Like, how fun and gorgeous are these? Okay, and I'll show you how it shuffles. So not bad, still flexible. The cardstock is a high gloss, so it can take a lot of, you know, shuffling. But look at this. So here we go with Celestite. It gives you some keywords here and then some information about it. So just enough to get you by, but it's illustrated inside and color printed. So it is beginner friendly. It gives you a little bit of like, kind of like a gateway deck to crystal energy. But if you are somebody who loves fairies, somebody who loves the incorporation of fairies and crystals, this is just a wonderful deck to work with. It is beautifully done. And then, I thought there was some spreads, maybe not. But there's also some information in the beginning here about fairies and the energies around them and the crystals. So yeah, very beautifully done. I guess no spreads. Just want to double check here. Yeah, no. No, that's okay. So there's a lot of info in here. It's a huge book for 40 cards, and it's just so wonderfully illustrated. It's just a beautiful deck. All right. Next up, we have the Illustrated Crystallery Oracle by Maya Toll, illustrated by Kate O'Hara. 36 cards, and this retails for $19.95 at the time, published by Story. Learn from the Earth's wisdom. The unique stories and vibrations of the Earth's gems and minerals have insightful lessons to teach us. So it's a flip top, which is really fun. And then we have a little guidebook here that just gives you enough information to get you going. It gives you also the hardness scale, which is really intriguing. So a little bit of information to get you by, get you curious, to get you to look up more. There's the back, and the cardstock is on the thicker side. So for me, it's a little bit harder to shuffle, but it's not terrible. I really love the art style. I love how it combines, you know, just lots of different elements into the card art, as well as we have a phrase or keyword up at the top, and we have the crystal at the bottom. So you can use this for whatever you would like to use it for. It's great for a daily pull. It's great for confirmation. Is wonderful. It's not so much a flashcard style, you know, oracle. It's more all encompassing. I love that for hematite. So cute. Oh, so yeah, it's really great to kind of look at the art and see how it connects to that crystal energy. And yeah, really enjoy it. Shuffle it side by side that way. It's just stiff, that's all. But yes, this is a popular deck. I would love to know what you guys think about it. I know that I have the herbs and I have the animal deck as well. Almost done. This is the Crystals and Chakras, an oracle deck for inner balance, written by Luca Apicella and illustrated by Alessandra De Cristofaro, published by US Game Systems. This one, I'm not sure again. I think it retailed for like $21.95. But this includes 37 crystal cards, 7 chakra cards, and 6 helper cards with a 64-page illustrated guidebook. So this was a fun deck to kind of learn about crystals and how they connect to the chakras. In the guidebook here, it gives you the chakra, the color, the keyword, and then a little bit about the crystal and a oracle message at the bottom. So very concise and to the point, very beginner friendly. The cardstock is nice cardstock. It's wonderfully in between the medium and thin, a little gloss, not too much. And then here's the art style. It's very fun. This is a newer deck too, within the last year, I believe. But as of filming this, my timeline is completely messed up. I don't really know where this year went. So very fun, different kind of art style. I love how it kind of is very easy to figure out what's going on in the artwork itself. And you can use this again for anything you choose to use it for. And it shuffles really nice. So it's a fun little deck, very nice to learn with. A lot of more common crystals and a few more unique ones in here as well. All right, we're to our last deck. So last we have the Spirit Allies. This is a 60 card deck and guidebook by Jill Pyle and Sydney Bachert, illustrated by J.K. This is published by Sterling Ethos, retailing for $24.99 at the time. When you're in need of guidance, look to your spirit allies for support. Their messages arrive in many forms, be it plants, animals, crystals, goddess, archetypal energies, or cosmic forces. So this is not a specific crystal deck. It includes all of those allies, but I wanted to include it in this collection because there is a specific section for it. So there's the back. It is silver foil on the edges, and let me just show you the guidebook. It's concise and to the point, and we do have this crystal section here. It has a affirmation. It has a little bit of information about the crystal, goes into messaging here, and a journal prompt. So if this is something that you like to do, this might be a deck for you. If you want a deck that has a lot of all-encompassing types of allies in here, this might be a deck for you. We do have those crystals, very accessible crystals, very common crystals too. So beautifully illustrated. It's different. It's fun, inviting, and easy to utilize. And I'll show you how it shuffles. The cardstock is nice too. It's on the thinner side, but it's still in that medium thickness, if that makes any sense at all. But it shuffles really nice. So you'll find a lot more common plants, animal guides, the zodiac, and goddesses in this, as well as those crystals. But yeah, that is this one. I am not one that uses this quite often, but it is fun when I do get drawn to it because it encompasses all of those things. So I would love to know if you own any of these decks that I showed you today. If you own them, what do you like to use them for? If you own them, do you not vibe with them? Are there some that you are just not picking up with or happy with? Or do you like using some of them for a specific purpose? Let me know all of your thoughts down in the comment section below. Did I introduce you to new decks that you're excited about? Or have you seen all of these? Let me know that too. And thank you so much to Otter Spirit for sponsoring this video. Don't forget to check them out down in the description box below if you want any kind of crystal jewelry, if you are intrigued with crystals and want to know a good place to start. I love having the crystals on me at all times in the form of a bracelet, and it just makes it easier for me to, carry those crystals around in that form than tumbles in my pocket. So that's a great place to start if you are looking for a specific crystal jewelry to wear. So thank you again for hanging out with me today. I love you and I like you. If you have not done so already, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell on your way out of this video. That way you will never miss an upload from me. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in my next video. Bye-bye.